was leading up to VE actually, when the airborne were called upon to land on the guns on the Rhine, which were stopping all the armies from getting across safely. And from that moment onwards, after we'd landed on the guns and sorted them out and picked ourselves up, we headed for the Baltic. And it took us about 6 weeks to get across Germany. But on the route to the Baltic, as we got nearer and nearer, we were being passed by hundreds and then thousands of German POWs. They just said the war's finished, and obviously it was. And what I felt was absolutely hilarious, because now for the first time in 4 years, I was reasonably safe. Nobody was trying to kill me. That was nice, and I relaxed, smiled all the way back home. It was a wonderful feeling. And there, of course, were the Russians. They were coming along the coast. I went to see them. A silly thing to do. While we were standing trying to make sense of Russian and then make sense of British language, a lorry pulled up, and this figure got out. Great big massive bloke with medals on, not ribbons, real medals in the middle of a war. And he had a package under his arm and one under his other arm, and he snapped his fingers and somebody came out of the lorry with a 4 or 5 gallon jerry can, and they came up and he filled a little Dresden china basin with what turned out to be vodka eventually, and filled little china cups from a basin and passed them round. And we drank to whatever, I don't know, and into his mouth, and Nastrovia went the vodka like that. And when they were doing that, I was chucking it over my shoulder. I couldn't find anybody to celebrate with as they did on the pictures. Fruit and vegetables and cigarettes and sweets and kisses from the girls. Nothing like that ever came my way at all. Not surprising, because when we were at the end, we were the heavy end. We were busy fighting a war. We didn't have a chance to do anything like that. And of course, when I got back to home, there was nothing like that being done. The war had been over for a while. I was 8 months in Palestine, so that'll tell you. But my son, who said, if you don't write and put your stories down on paper, the time will come. And he stopped. I said, yeah, when I'm dead and they won't know. And so I started. It took about 4 years to write it. But when I felt lonely, which is most of the time, I have a look at it, read some books, I don't ring very many people, but I take telephone calls quite happily, but I don't make many calls. I see my pals, they come and visit me.